As soon as we use those softwares, you're entering into their machine language. That machine language, that device that provides all those softwares, that breaks all your words all down to numbers, because the universal message, the universal language is numeric. It's not kalam, it's not the letters. The letters can be many errors, but the angelic code is in numbers. They know that break these words and bring them down into numbers. So side note is that the numeric code is an angelic language. The numeric understanding is a universal language. If you were to talk to other of Allah's creation, it wouldn't be based on our letters. But the numeric code is where everything is consistent. They can give a numeric code for who you are, your identity, your element, that you're a carbon creation, you have nitrogen, you have hydrogen. All of that perfectly describes you more than I say I'm a human. So what does that mean in all of their worlds? So aliens, they're no aliens, these are jinn. There are jinn that live amongst us and the jinn who live outside of this planet and these planets and in these universes. This device of the computer and technologies was to enter into their world. That take these words that you're saying, we'll teach you how to make these softwares that break your words into numbers. Then these numbers will be compiled and broken down into smaller numbers, pockets of numbers, then sent to an assembler. That assembly software will take your numbers, make them into 1 and 0. When it starts to enter into the machine, into this device, they taught insan, make a chip. And that our world, the jinn speaking, is based on sand. Their preferred environment is the sand, hence the silicone chip. They taught them, make a chip based on silica, based on sand, we can live there. If you make it, we'll occupy that chip and we'll give you and facilitate for you whatever you ask of us. You merely type it and we are hearing it and obeying and sending out the command. So they taught them how to make a home for them. Each machine and each device in their world and in what they're planning to bring onto this dunya is that they want everything to have a chip. That chip is their residence. In that residence and that machine language that only understands ones and zeros, it's actually a current, because they're energy, they're electricity. They don't read even numbers in ones and letters, it's a current. Long current, short current, long current, short current. On, off, on, off, on, off, because their being is of an electrical nature. They're an energy being. So when we're typing, we're sending them an energy current in which they understand and they are retrieving. Don't think that you're Googling and it's going somewhere and you're entering somebody's computer and you're pulling out the file you want. No, no. You're asking them. They're going and finding the location within a fraction of a second. And they bring that information back onto your computer to give to you. Then they told insan that we can do it even faster. So why don't you make something smart? So now the power in which people are computing is going to be immense. These phones have a much more powerful structure than what those original PCs and what they were doing. Why? Because they say, we want to bring you more. We want to bring you like the time of Sayyidina Sulaiman, whatever you request of us, we'll bring it. But in exchange, we're going to have you to worship us. And you'll think of us as your provider, your source and your creator.